$299.
It's $2.99. We forgot the decimal point.
Only $2.99? The guacamole double deal is back for only $2.99 at Carl's Jr.
Live from Fox 13 Studios, this is Fox 13 News at 9.
Happy New Year, everyone. We continue to track the snow that's coming down throughout the area tonight. Look at the snow report in just the last 24 hours. Wow, over almost 8 inches at Alta. Whoa. We do have some rain tonight in the valley, and will that be sticking around for your morning commute?
That's a good question for Fox 13 meteorologist Allison Krogan and her first alert forecast.
You know it all, Allie.
Oh, yes.
She
so
does.
Ended up being a little bit warm for our air mass today, so that's why with round 2 we ended up seeing some rain, or a mixture of that rain and snow, or if that snow came down, it didn't quite stick to the ground. But so far we've had some impressive totals up at the resorts. You know, we'll take it. 8 inches of snow, sure. Here in Salt Lake, we're looking at most valley locations seeing around 1.5 inches to 2 inches of snow this morning. Right now, still a little slick out there from our Salt Lake Tribune camera. 37 degrees currently. Let's talk about satellite and radar loop, because you're probably wondering, you know, what else are we going to be dealing with if you're heading back to work tomorrow after having the holiday off. So radar, still snow coming down for the higher terrain out towards the Oakers, Farnsworth Peak, very blustery early this morning, and we've got some snow coming down across southern Utah. Want to point out we had some thunder snow near Bryan Head. Parabon, we got a call from a viewer that said it was really cool. Saw that about 8:30, heard it too. And then a mixture of some rain and snow moving through the St. George area. So even a few snowflakes in St. George in the last hour. What it feels like right now here across the state, about 20 to 30 degrees for most of us. Single digits for Evanston. Salt Lake over the next couple of hours. Hourly forecast has a chance for some flurries to fill in again tonight after midnight. Top headlines for you guys today. We had some areas that ended up with rain this afternoon after the snow this morning. We'll still see some chances tonight. Really, though, it's tapering off, especially in the morning. And we'll have a few weak brush by systems as we head into this weekend. So up towards the Idaho border, might see some flurries from the mountains on Saturday. And then our valleys, even here across northern Utah, might see some snow flurries on Sunday. Let's talk more about that in my full forecast.
Yes, definitely a wet, cold day. A good day to stay home in your pajamas,
That's right.
But not for the Fox 13 Nissan Weather Beast or Brian Schnee, who's out in the elements.
That's right. Brian, are you in your pajamas by any chance?
No work attire, Bob and Kelly. I promise you that. No pajamas for me. Maybe tomorrow when I am sitting inside watching some of that snow cleanup in the morning. Here's what we're seeing now on some of the surface streets. We're just over in the Silver Creek area, heading back towards the Silver Summit area, I-80 to US 40 interchange spot. UDOT has been all over Parley's Canyon and I-80 and actually jumping out on US 40 as well. So those roads look really, really nice. It's the surface streets right now, as you can see, that are getting covered up pretty quickly. A couple of inches here on some of these side residential areas over by the top of Silver Summit. We're actually just looking out in the distance. You might be able to see some lights on the right-hand side. That's a UDOT incident management truck as well that's heading back onto the freeway. So they've got you covered. We've got you covered here in the Nissan Weather Beast. And as of right now, we're in the area where a lot of snow is coming down. For now, we're live in the Nissan Weather Beast. Brian Schnee, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Brian, thanks for keeping us updated. Flavored liquids and other vaping products could be on the outs for 90% of businesses here in the Beehive State. As Fox 13's Elle Thomas reports, it's a part of a proposal from the Utah Department of Health restricting sales in that industry.
It may be a new year, but the vaping industry is facing the same issues, this time surrounding a new set of familiar rules from the Utah Department of Health. The proposal includes things like requiring warning signs like these, but it would also limit the sale of flavored liquids to specialty shops only, kicking out 90% of sellers like Juan.
But as far as what brings customers in, that's what captivates them. What would happen is it would put out a lot of businesses who are operating legally out of business by restricting their ability to sell product.
The rules may seem familiar, and they are, bearing a striking resemblance to rules that a judge struck down in 2019.
It's precisely the same thing that we talked about last year. It's the same thing that went to court last year, and the judge ruled in our favor last year.
The Utah Department of Health says the proposal comes in response to a high number of youth taking on vaping. Still, Bravo believes there's a better solution.
If you're telling me it's about youth prevention and access, I'm with you. But these specialty licenses are no further from homes, schools, and community gathering places than any of these other stores. We're trying to work with them on it. All we're asking is that we not be put out of business. Plain and simple.
One says they don't want this to have to go back to the courts, but if that's the route they need to take, they're ready. In Orem, Elle Thomas, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Big rigs and faster traffic now legal on Legacy Parkway as of today. Restrictions that were put in place when the parkway was first built have now been lifted. Fox 13's Haley Higgins reports from Davis County, where residents say they're already noticing a change.
While Jason Hughes tends to the front of his new property, the biggest changes are in the back.
I'm right next to it. The only thing between me and the road is the jogging trail.
His family moved in 6 months ago, and they had no idea the speed and truck restrictions expired overnight.
I wish I would have known that they're going to let the trucks on. If I had had a say, I would have said no.
The speed limit on the route was first set at 55 miles per hour. Semi-trailers also prohibited. It was part of an agreement signed back in 2005 that ended contentious litigation that halted the parkway's construction. Today, that settlement agreement expired.
All the sound is bouncing back.
Lelio Dos Santos is already noticing louder noise in his master bedroom that faces the parkway.
This morning I could hear, the truck is coming through and then bouncing a little bit. Didn't have this noise before.
Since 2017, 5 cities in Davis County passed resolutions asking the state to extend the agreement. Lawmakers also attempted to pass bills to keep the restrictions, but all of the initiatives were voted down. While he doesn't like the extra noise on Legacy, there is one change Jason's happy about.
I'm glad for the 65 because it's easy to go faster than 55 if you're not careful.
Haley Higgins, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Some groups have threatened a lawsuit to bring the restrictions back, but nothing has yet to be filed.
Still to come, a new bill on Utah's Capitol Hill could ban police from accessing the results of self-administered DNA tests. We'll show you why this bill has the support of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Wings. Why do they have to come in halves? Well, now they don't. 2 of theirs equals 1 of ours. Citrus marinated, sweet tapatio sauced whole cut wings. Only at El Pollo Loco. Feed the flame.
The holiday gift-giving season has come and gone. And if that gift was a brand new Hyundai, it probably went something like this. If it wasn't, that's okay. Because you can still get a great deal on your new Hyundai during the final days of Hyundai Holidays.
Get 0% APR on the Tucson or Santa Fe, or $3,750 in savings on the Tucson. Only at your Utah Hyundai dealer.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue-ers, and flambéers, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Smith's, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
At Speedway, we are always looking out for you. That's why we invest in industry-leading technology like our fast and secure pumps, equipped with state-of-the-art card readers, with the latest advances in credit card security to keep your information safe at thousands of Speedway locations, so you can get what you need and get on your way.
Now, save 10 cents per gallon of gas when you use your Speedy Rewards card.
My name is Amanda, and I smoked while I was pregnant. My baby was born 2 months early and weighed only 3 pounds. This is the view I had of her in the NICU. My tip to you is speak into the opening so your baby can hear you better.
If food's gonna be on this table, it's gotta be made with love. That's why our familia dinner starts with 10 pieces of fire-grilled pollo and ends with 2 scratch-made sides and salsas. The $20 familia dinner, El Pollo Loco. Feed the flame.
Welcome back, everyone. Have you taken one of those 23andMe or Ancestry.com home DNA tests? They are so popular. People
really
take
are.
those because it helps them find out about their family history, also maybe some medical information as well.
Yeah. Now, a new bill on Utah's Capitol Hill would block police from having access to the results of those tests. Fox 13's Ben Winslow explains why.
When you take a home DNA test to find out your ancestry, you may not know that law enforcement could potentially have access to it, depending on the type of service you use. Now a bill is being drafted in the Utah State Legislature that would block police from accessing it.
Prohibit mass searching of DNA databases.
Representative Craig Hall says his bill aims to balance your right to privacy under the Fourth Amendment and those of future generations and extended family who share your DNA.
Searching thousands or millions of individuals, their personal DNA information, we believe violates that particularity requirement of the Fourth Amendment.
This could impact cold cases where police have no suspect, but they may have a blood, saliva, or other DNA sample.
When people are surrendering their private DNA information for genealogical research, they're not necessarily saying, okay, government can have an open view to whatever they want.
The libertarian-leaning Libertas Institute, which is backing the bill, says it's sympathetic, but
when we allow the government to just go on fishing expeditions without any probable cause under the Fourth Amendment, it totally violates privacy, and so we simply just can't allow it, even though, yes, it could be used for some beneficial purposes.
Some genealogy companies already have policies. Utah-based Ancestry tells Fox 13 it does not share customer DNA data with insurance companies, employers, or third-party marketers. It also will not share any info with law enforcement unless compelled to by a court order or a warrant. The Utah Chiefs of Police Association says it wants to see the bill's language. It'll be unveiled in the 2020 legislative session that starts later this month.
We're hoping that we can find some language where we can both protect individuals' DNA and give the tools to law enforcement that they need to be able to solve these cases.
On the Hill, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Big things we know will happen in Utah this year, and big predictions for this year that were so wrong, they're just fun.
Yeah, and later in sports, Kyle Whittingham summarizes the Ute season as a whole following their tough Alamo Bowl loss last night. While the bowl season rages on New Year's Day, who came out on top to break in 2020? Back in a bit.
You're the new sheriff of Los Angeles County.
You gotta be kidding me. You need 3 things to do this job: badge, a gun, and what's in your heart.
Deputy premieres Thursday on Fox. Introducing the Fox 13 Weather Beast, the go anywhere, track any storm superstar. It doesn't just forecast the weather, it takes you there. The Fox 13 Weather Beast, powered by Nissan.
At Papa Murphy's, we've got high-class pizza for a low price. Right now, the Chicken Bacon Artichoke Pizza is just $8. Pick one up today for just $8 and enjoy a slice of the good life. We make it, you bake it, Papa Murphy's.
Showing off those new celebrity-style frames, huh?
Yeah, they're the hot new brand among stars like Jamie Foxx, Ashley Benson, Haley Steinfeld.
So you got 2 pairs of Privé Revaux glasses exclusively from America's Best, including a free exam for just $89.95.
Right? Can I?
Fine.
Nice smile.
I'll try. 2 pairs for $89.95. Includes a free exam. It's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Am I smiling?
I've been up for 36 hours, but I finished our itinerary.
Or you can join AAA.
I thought AAA was just tow trucks.
Nope, we do more, like free travel planning for packages with hotels, flights, tours, and cruises. Plus, members save on roller coasters. You bet. Theme parks, car rentals, sporting events, and lots more.
I like more.
There's more to AAA than you think. Join today for as little as $5 a month. AAA. Outsmart life.
It's easy to be epic. Take a load off to read and relax while making the air epically cleaner for everyone.
At Papa Murphy's, we've got high-class pizza for a low price. Right now, the Chicken Bacon Artichoke Pizza is just $8. Pick one up today for just $8 and enjoy a slice of the good life. We make it, you bake it, Papa Murphy's.
Live from Fox 13 Studios, this is Fox 13 News at 9.
Once again, everyone, Happy New Year. 2020 is certain to bring big changes and big events to our state of Utah, and most of them will just kind of sneak up on us.
Yeah, they will, but Fox 13's Max Roth searched the calendar and found some dates when we know significant events will occur, and some things that were supposed to occur by now that haven't.
We'll get to some really bad predictions about 2020 in a moment, but let's start with some things we know will make big news this year.
Utah Democrats may have some influence in the presidential primaries, as we're seeing from TV ads.
Mike Bloomberg started as a middle-class kid.
Utah is one of 14 states holding a presidential primary on Super Tuesday. That's March 3rd. Utah has a tiny number of delegates, but if the race is close, they could be precious. On April 1st...
Every 10 years, the census records everyone living in this country.
Utahns will start filling out census forms, and for the first time, we can do it online. The count brings federal money and sets the stage for redrawing political boundaries.
I hope that I've got enough experience.
But I also feel like I'm somebody who can bring the state together.
On June 30th, a statewide primary will finalize party nominees for governor. Gary Herbert is retiring after almost 12 years on the job. Most speculation centers on Republican Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox and former Governor John Huntsman. The general election, November 3rd, will select the governor, a new representative in the 1st District to replace Rob Bishop, and the 4th Congressional District seat held by Democrat Ben McAdams is likely to be as suspenseful as always.
To the city of Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake could learn if it will host the 2030 Winter Olympics this year. The selection process is a lot less formal these days, though, so that could happen anytime in the next 3 years or so.
Changing gears, the year 2020 is a nice round number that sci-fi writers and scientists have used to make some pretty wild predictions.
Among them, in this book from 1999, futurist Ray Kurzweil said smartwatches and other devices would push our average lifespan to 100 by now. It's 78.6 in the U.S. Now, remember these ads on the back of Boys Life magazines? We still don't really have hovercraft, anti-gravity belts, or flying cars. In 1968, MIT scientist D.G. Brennan said we would have them by 2020. The Rand Corporation said by 2020, we might have the option of having super smart apes as servants, like chauffeurs.
It's a bad idea on so many levels. But if you're wondering, the article came out in 1967. That was the year before the first Planet of the Apes movie. In the newsroom, Max Roth, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Hey everyone, time right now is 9:48. I'm meteorologist Allison Krogh filling in for Kristen while she's on maternity leave. Starting with a live view from our Intermountain Medical Center camera. This is facing downtown, so you can see the Capitol off in the distance. We've got State Street, Main Street, very beautiful 37 degrees here in Salt Lake City. A little cold, but we can deal with it as long as we bundle up. We've had some rain and snow today. We had snow as we woke up this morning on our first day of 2020. And for radar right now, we still have a mixture of some rain and snow coming down for the Wasatch Front. Mountain passes, those have been tough, as you guys saw with Brian Schnee out in the Weather Beast, where we do have some very tough driving conditions. Lots of plows are out and about, making sure that we're staying safe out on the road. So we'll all need to do our part as well. Out towards Logan, some spotty snow showers across southern Utah. Something cool has happened so far over the last couple of hours. I'm also getting some tweets from you guys saying that you saw or heard thunder snow in the West Jordan area or around Point of the Mountain a couple of hours ago. But we had some reports of thunder snow, Parowan, Bryan Head area. This was about 8:30, so that's really cool. Some snow down towards Cedar City, even some flurries that made it to the St. George area here about a half hour, 45 minutes ago. Now, as far as our warnings and watches go, our Valley winter storm warnings, that was allowed to expire, but we still have the winter storm warning for the mountains. That is until 11 o'clock tonight. And then winter weather advisories until 11 p.m. Also want to mention that we're going to see the potential for some heavy snowfall for our mountains here across northern Utah. Overnight, we could see an additional 2 to 6 inches of snow, which could lead to tough driving conditions for our mountain passes. So that includes up at our resorts, the Cottonwood areas. We had some whiteout conditions. I got some cool pictures that you guys emailed me this afternoon. So just keep that in mind. Of course, making sure that you're paying attention to the traction law if you're going up any of those areas that would have that in effect. Air mass was warm, so we ended up seeing areas of rain this afternoon or snow that didn't quite stick, or kind of a mixture of some rain and snow. We still have some chances for snow tonight. That's going to taper off though in the morning. For here in the valley is fairly minimal as far as how much more we could see. And then a few weak brush by systems will impact us this weekend, but we're really not going to see any major problems with that. Right now it feels like it's about 20 to 30 here across the state, single digits in Evanston. Tomorrow for Salt Lake, mid-30s, mostly cloudy, and that snow tapering off. Sunrise forecast, so overnight lows tonight for the Wasatch Front will be about 30 to 35. As you wake up tomorrow morning back at work, if you're driving down or up Parleys Canyon, keep in mind that's where we still have that winter storm warning, so might end up needing some extra time there. Afternoon forecast tomorrow afternoon, that'll be about 35 degrees for a lot of the state. Futurecast, we're going to have some spotty snow in the overnight hours, but all in all, we end up seeing that really tapering off as we head into tomorrow morning. By lunchtime, still might have some snow for the mountains, but really things are going to be pretty much over by tomorrow afternoon. For the Cottonwoods, an additional 10 to 16 inches of snow possible for Snow Basin 2 to 4, Park City Mountain 1 to 5, Bountiful 1 to 4, Provo 1 to 4, Salt Lake City 0 to 2, and Logan 0 to 1. St. George, about 50 to 55 over the next week. We'll keep it dry. End up seeing some flurries there tonight, which was really cool. And for northern Utah, we'll have about 35 to 40 over the next week, with overnight lows around 25 to 30.
Start the new year off with some basketball, Morgan.
You may remember Utah State won the Mountain West Conference last year. They're beginning conference play tonight.
All right.
New round.
Here we go.
Yeah, late tip in Vegas at UNLV. Sam Merrill with the slash and teardrop through the paint. Aggies go up 8-7 early. The Rebels, though, spurred off a first-half run. The 3-ball won't drop, but look who's in waiting. The Ute transfer. Donnie Tillman lays in the putback. USU without an injured Nehemias Queta. They trail right before the half. Ute fans have had 24 hours now to process that disappointing Alamo Bowl loss to Texas, a game in which the Longhorns owned every facet. But despite what transpired over the month of December, no one can take away what Utah football did during the months of October and November. Kyle Whittingham says that when you analyze the entire body of work, it was a great campaign.
Third highest win total in Utah football history. And keep in mind the other 2 win totals were in a different conference at a different time. Way, way different. This is apples and oranges, what these guys did.
New Year's Day Bowl action, where we start with the granddaddy, Wisconsin, with a snafu here. The punter drops the ball, the Ducks quack all over it. Brady Breeze returns that fumble 31 yards for the Oregon lead. Badgers punch right back. Mason Stockey, 27-21 red, but this play here may have given the Ducks the game. Mason Davis, the third, lets go of it. Green recovers, setting up this. We knew Justin Herbert has that NFL caliber arm, but the dude can run too. 1 of 2 touchdowns with his feet at the Rose Bowl. Oregon takes it 28-27 in Pasadena. Football royalty locking horns at the Citrus Bowl. Michigan with a slim lead on Alabama at the intermission, thanks to Quinn Norton from 57. But the Wolverines had no gas in the second half, while the Crimson Tide, they had plenty. Mac Jones fires up the arm, well covered, but better pass to Devonta Smith, who falls into the end zone. Then Najee Harris to make it a rout in the fourth. Roll Tide, 35-16. Perhaps the best non-playoff bowl this year. 5th-ranked Georgia and 7th-ranked Baylor in the Sugar. Jake Fromm right into the breadbasket. George Pickens just had to glance over his shoulder. Then more from Fromm, this time for a diving Matt Landers. And the Bulldogs lead right now 26-14 in the fourth. A good one at the Outback Bowl. Minnesota ringing in the new year in style. Tyler Johnson, please explain how you just wrangled that one in. Leaps with one arm, gets the foot down as well. Whoa. Houdini there. Auburn would soon tie it at 24, but this play was the difference. Tanner Morgan again to Johnson. This connection for 73 yards. 203 yards total for him as the Golden Gophers pull the upset in Tampa.
Big upset.
Yeah, not bad.
That was Golden
A lot of college
Gophers.
football.
Great highlights. Morgan, thanks.
We'll be right back.
The guacamole double cheeseburger from Carl's Jr. is back for only $299.
It's $2.99. We forgot the decimal point.
Only $2.99? The guacamole double deal is back for only $2.99 at Carl's Jr.
Welcome to Toyotathon. Ready for a great deal?
You know it.
With savings on Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more, it really is the most magical time of the year. Can you pretend you didn't see this?
But I'm seeing it.
With just announced bonus cash, now get a total of $1,500 cash back on Corolla. Hurry, offers end January 2nd.
You never know what you'll find at Toyotathon. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Have free time? Listen up. PRA is seeking healthy non-smoking men and women ages 18 to 50 to participate in a clinical research study. Volunteers must be available for one stay of 9 nights and 2 follow-ups. Qualified participants may receive compensation up to $3,800. Call PRA at 801-719-5570 or visit us online at prastudies.com.
Loveland Living Planet Aquarium is more than a destination. It's inspiring the next generation to better care for our planet, providing homes and expert care for animals, and taking action to save coral reefs. When we go to our aquarium, it's more than a visit. It's how my family connects with our living planet, exploring habitats from around the globe and helping make a difference. Plan your visit at thelivingplanet.com.
I've been living here in Chattanooga my whole life. I know a lot of the people, they know me. We say whatever you do in life, be the best at it. Whether you're a dishwasher or a doctor, just always strive to be the best at your job. People that drive Volkswagens may not know who I am, but I feel like my name is on that car. We sign off so you can sign on.
The Sign Then Drive event is on. Lease a new 2019 Jetta. 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month, and 0 due at signing.
The guacamole double cheeseburger from Carl's Jr. is back for only $299.
It's $2.99. We forgot the decimal point.
Only $2.99? The guacamole double deal is back for only $2.99 at Carl's Jr.
In Utah, weather swings are a part of life. Shorts, sweaters, and snowshoes can all happen the same day. So when the other guys go national, we stay local. From out here and in here, Fox 13's Good Day Utah, we stay local.
I ran as fast as I could from that dust cloud. Pack your things. We're getting out of town.
This crew can't just be good. You gotta be the best. Here's to the new 126.
You got it in you. Give in to Seinfeld.
Weeknights at 10:35 on Fox 13. This is Fox 13 News.
Well, we're getting a first look at some of the first babies born in Utah this decade.
Let's take a look then. Intermountain Medical Center says the baby girl, this one was born at 12:38 a.m. She weighs in at 5 pounds 8 ounces and is currently in the neonatal intensive care unit. She arrived early at 34 weeks. It is the third child for the proud parents, Becca and Casey from Holiday. Congratulations. Look at that new little New Year's baby.
Yeah. Now, here's the first baby born this decade at Timpanogos Regional Hospital in Orem. This is Hudson Duckworth, seen with his mother, Emily.
That's a strong name.
It is. Hudson weighs 7 pounds, 11 ounces, 20 inches long, and he is very cute.
Oh, and then Mackenzie Williams. Sorry we didn't get a chance, but congratulations to everyone and Happy New Year's.
Quick Cast up next.
Brought to you by Zoo Lights, featuring life-sized animal lanterns.